Welcome back to this series on inclusive leadership, using the visibility framework. This framework is based on my book, Exclusion, Strategies for Improving Diversity in Recruitment, Retention, and Promotion, which has been used in HR classes in colleges and universities. Today, we're focusing on the S in visibility. S stands for subtle slights, annoyances, and assumptions. These are not always loud or obvious acts of bias. In fact, it's their subtlety that makes them so easy to overlook, but so damaging if they go unchecked. Subtle slights might look like someone being left off of an email chain about a project that they were working on. Or maybe a team member wasn't invited to a client meeting or another high-profile opportunity where their perspective could have added value. These small exclusions add up over time and send a message that certain people are less valuable than others. Assumptions can be just as harmful. For example, assuming that someone speaks Spanish because they have a last name that sounds Latin, or confusing the only two employees from the same racial background with each other. These moments may seem small to some, but to the person experiencing them, they reinforce a feeling of being othered rather than included. Inclusive leaders don't ignore these situations. They call them out respectfully and directly. I'll give you an example. A senior partner at a professional services firm once overheard someone on the team making an inappropriate remark to a woman colleague. The partner immediately stepped in and said, "Cut it out. Do you think your mom would be proud if she heard you say something like that?" That moment of intervention made all the difference to the woman on the receiving end. She later shared in my book that it gave her more confidence in her leader's ability to create a workplace where subtle slights were not tolerated. This is what inclusive leadership looks like in action. Sometimes it means addressing the issue on the spot. Other times it might mean recommending training or having a private conversation to build awareness. What matters is that leaders do not remain silent. When leaders acknowledge these slights and assumptions, they show their teams that inclusion is more than a buzzword. It is a daily practice, and that practice builds trust, belonging, and a sense of value for everyone. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to forward this video to others who might also benefit from it, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. This is a space for leaders who care about inclusion, fairness, and making everyday actions count.